Hi, I'm Naomi.
I'm AJ.
And welcome to LatisTV Game News, bringing you all the Korean gaming news straight from South Korea. Our first story today, the FTC is back at it again.
It's been a busy April for South Korea's Fair Trade Commission. After dishing out some hefty fines to the Korean developers a few weeks ago, the FTC has now turned its attention to a much bigger target, Google Play. There have been some allegations that Tech Monster has been abusing its market position by convincing Korean publishers to launch new titles with them exclusively. While the rest of the world seems to be Apple-run, Korea is firmly Team Samsung, with around 90% of the population using the Android operating system, which means an insane marketplace dominance for Google Play. The FTC began their investigation by looking into smaller mobile game companies to see whether they were pressured in any way to choose to release their titles through Google Play at the expense of other marketplaces like the One Store or Apple's App Store. They're also looking into the quote-unquote consequences the same companies face if they do not choose to launch exclusively with Google. Google Korea is yet to provide an official comment, and the investigation is still ongoing.
NC has announced a new release date for a new update in its long-standing MMORPG, Blade & Soul. The Eternal Night update is due to go live May 9th, a one-week delay from its initially announced release. Rescue the Earthen Realm from the darkness threatening to envelop it, and stop Cholmugo obtaining the Emperor's powers in 12-player raids and new dungeons. Whilst you wait for May 9th, you can also take part in their currently running 21 Days of Today's Special Costumes event, where you can purchase favourite returning cosmetics for a limited amount of time.
GamePub is releasing their newest title, Luna Online M, today on the 24th of April. The Moonlight Romance RPG is the successor to their popular 2007 release, Luna Online, and features a vastly updated graphics and a more refined game system. Pre-registration for Luna Online M began in early April and promises a bunch of bonuses, including a gift package worth up to 100,000 won of in-game goodies. If you're tempted, you're not the only one. Over 500,000 people have already pre-registered, and a bunch of guilds have already started springing up for you to choose from before you even sign in. You can find more information on their website.
Get ready for the next battle, because the Tekken World Tour 2018 Korea Masters has been announced on Inven. The Korean leg of the global tournament will be held at the JBK Convention Hall across the 28th and 29th of April. It will be cast by Tekken veteran and Korean competitive legend Ni. If you can't make it down to the hall, then the weekend's matchups will also be broadcast on Twitch. Eligible applicants must be over 15 years old and pre-register on the Inven site. Applications opened last week and are being accepted through until tomorrow, the 25th of April. So if you think your Steve Fox is up to scratch, you've got 24 hours left to register and prove it next weekend, with a $5,000 prize pool up for grabs.
MU Origin 2 is ready to launch its beta test, and up to 160,000 participants already signed up to take part. Participants lucky enough to take part were notified of their successful application yesterday, April 23rd, and the beta test itself will begin on the 26th. The beta test is primarily to test server stabilization and game balance. Of course, there will be various different servers, but Webzen did say there would be a cross-server system in a feature called The Abyss that will allow players from around the world to play together. Webzen plans on releasing MU Origin 2 in the first half of the year.
This weekend saw the playoffs of the Overwatch Contenders 2018 Season 1 Korean Division. It was a crazy few days with lots of upsets, lots of surprises, and surprisingly quite a few tears. The quarterfinals kick things off with possibly the biggest shocker of the weekend. Element Mystic looked insanely dominant all throughout the group stage. We're hyped to be stronger than a lot of the Overwatch League teams, and we're everyone's favourites to win the whole thing. But when they took on O2 Ardiant, they were reverse swept, with O2 Ardiant going on to defeat Metabellum in the semi-finals and earning a spot in the grand finals. On the other side of the bracket, Runaway had a tough 5-match series against Kongju Panthera, whilst X6 Gaming beat the Foxes an easy 0-3. Unfortunately, Runaway were then struck by their odd season curse and fell 1-3 to X6 in the semi-finals. That means O2 Ardian and X6 are going head-to-head in the grand finals to compete to become the very first champions of the Overwatch Contenders Korean Division. The finals are a mammoth best-of-7 maps and take place on May 12th, centre stage at the Play X4 Expo. We'll have the finals covered, but until then, you can catch all of the VODs from the playoffs last weekend on Twitch.
As for us here at LatisTV, we have, as usual, lots of content coming out for you this week.
We headed out to Yongsan last week, so we have part 1 of an interview with the guru behind Phil's computer repository ready to show you, with part 2 coming sometime next week.
We'll be rolling on to part 4 of our Tesla vs. Lovecraft playthrough, and of course we'll be playing lots of games, including the new God of War, throughout the week on our Twitch channel. Feel free to join us there.
And that's all from us today.